There are an enormous number of advice books for parenting. It seemed to me, as I was working on No Regrets Parenting, that probably the only parents in the history of the world that didn't have an advice book were Adam and Eve. And actually, considering how that worked out for their kids, it might have been good if they had had an advice book or two. But there's no question that if there would have been parenting advice books in the Garden of Eden, they would have been contradictory to each other. If there was more than one, it would have contradicted what the other one said. And you can find advice on how to parent, from being a free-range parent to an authoritarian parent, to being an indulgent parent, to being a tiger mom, to being a French-style mom, as is the current craze this year. There's lots of advice out there. I advise parents to ignore most of it, to use their own intuition. And I trust that if parents are given clues and tricks to finding the time to spend with their kids, and to finding the time to better spend with their kids, that is, to more optimally spend the time they have with their kids, that they'll know how to use that time. I think parental intuition is very good that way. Now, parents may choose one style of parenting, and there may even be a book involved that allows them to say, I want to raise my kids this way, and this is how I want to do discipline, and this is how I want to handle crying, and this is how I want to handle teething, and this is how I want to handle bedtime. It may be that for some parents that's very useful. I have been asked for 30 years now as a pediatrician, which style parenting should I use? And with rare exception, my advice to parents has been raise kids to become the kind of people that you want them to be by being the kind of person that you want them to be. My advice to them has been to follow their intuition, to be the kind of people that they want their kids to become, because we are the first and foremost role models for our kids. If you want an advice book on how to raise kids, there are plenty of them out there. Find the one that fits your family the best. But most importantly, find the time to commit to parenting. And you are already spending a lot of that time. You're already doing a lot of the things that you're going to wish you would have done better someday. Do them better now. You can't do it over again, at least with these kids. So do it right the first time. Make the most of the most mundane routines. Bath time, bedtime, car time, all of those gotta get over moments, those obligations, should be opportunities, not obligations, and they are moments and not minutes. And I think that's the punchline of No Regrets Parenting.